Hi guys, I'm here today to do a non-spoiler review of The Dead House by Dawn Corrigan. Now this I would describe as a horror novel. I think it also has a little bit of a psychological twist and possibly a little bit of a fantasy, but definitely there's a horror story in here. This book is also written through found documents, kind of like Illuminati and Gemini. So there's not a narrative story that you can really follow. But overall, I thought it was a very impressive novel, and I thought that it was very self-contained. This novel really does have a very open ending, and I really don't want to give too much away about it because I think that going into it kind of blind is kind of important. But you basically meet these two characters, Carly and Caitlin, and they kind of tell you the story about what happened that led to an incident that led there to being a fire and some people murdered at their boarding school. And you meet these two characters, Carly and Caitlin, and you realize that Carly and Caitlin are actually the same person. And there is some people that think that there is something, Caitlin is Carly's other identity, like she has DID, and there's something that some people think it's a little bit more sinister. But basically the protagonist, or the person you get the most information about, is Caitlin. So she's kind of the focus of this novel, and you learn a lot about her, and you do get aspects of Carly, and you do get information after the incident and before the incident. So you get a lot of different perspectives and a lot of different interviews. So it's really only how you see the story is how you understand it. And I thought it was a really unique way to tell such a psychological thriller, because in the end, how you see the story is how you see the story. And I listened to a podcast about it from Book Hype, the Hype Book podcast. This was the book of the month, and I think that it was like the longest episode that they've ever had, because it was such a complicated book to really delve into. And I think that depending on how you read it and what format you read it, because you could read it by ebook, you could read it as a physical book, or you can read it as an audiobook. I obviously read the physical book. And I think I recommend either a physical book or an audiobook, but audiobook I've heard is way creepier. But I think that it all depends on how you read the novel and what your headset is going in. But I don't want to talk spoilers, but overall I think if you really are looking for a creepy fall read, this could do the trick. It's also really fast paced because I like the different perspectives that you got. I think you got everyone's perspectives. The one thing I didn't like about it, I did give it like 4.5 stars, was like, I felt like it was very hard to get emotionally connected to all the characters, especially the lead Caitlin, because you were a little bit removed from them all, because you were reading it through like diary entries. The diaries I think I liked the best because I felt connected to that character, but there was a lot of stuff I just felt like I was like, there was like a fourth wall blocking me from some of the action, and I don't think I like that as much. And I didn't have that problem with Illuminati and Gemini, so I wonder if it's just the way the sources that we got. But, and also there is a little bit of like unreliable narrators in this, because it does deal with some psychological themes and maybe some mental health issues. But overall, I really liked it. I thought that the way the story was told and the way that it was left open really made me think a lot. So overall, I really liked it. I gave it like 4.5, 5 stars, but I really enjoyed it. And this is also the type of book that I really would listen to again one day, because I really liked it. I thought that it was really unique, and I love books that are told through found documents. So if you as an audience know any, comment below and I'll be sure to read them eventually. But I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!